All right, now it's time to break down another NBA early entrant, and that is Leonard Miller, Canadian kid from the G League Ignite, and we turn to none other than his coach over there, Jason Hart. All right, you gotta educate me here, because Jason, I don't know a lot about this kid other than the fact that he's long, he's athletic, he's skilled, he's bouncy, he's got a lot of potential. Give me the breakdown first, just kind of your scouting report on Leonard Miller.
Leonard Miller is a do-it-all forward. He's a legit 6'11". That was his measurements at Chicago last year, with a 7+ wingspan. He's a small forward at heart, but his ultimate NBA position will be power forward /5 because he's big enough to do both. He scores very well around the basket with those different type of floaters, a la Mike Conley. He's a really good one-leg jumper, and he has an improving three-point shot. I think he shot it this year maybe at 30, 31%, 32%. But he's a legit NBA rebounder today. That's his high major skill. That's what's going to translate for him. And he's an ultimate team guy, and he's someone to where his best basketball is ahead of him.
Toronto native. He bounced around a little bit. I think went to a school in Utah, then went down in Florida, came to you this year as a young kid still, and somebody that's got a ton of potential. How did you see him progress over the course of when you got him to when he's going to leave you here?
So, I do get the high school players. And so a lot of times that takes a maturation process of them understanding what their NBA position will be. So in high school, if you go look at his high school clips in Canada, he was a starting point guard. So you come to a team where you have Scoot Henderson. You're not a point guard. But that did good with his ball handling skills. He's very good with the ball. And so the relationship, obviously, we had to grow to where he kind of knew we was, wanted the best for him. And once he understood how and would he see himself as an NBA basketball player, it made the transition for him easier. In my 2 years here at Ignite, Dyson Daniels took the biggest jump. Leonard Miller in my 2 years had the biggest jump now of the two. And I think now people are waking up to him, but he's going to surprise a lot of people once he starts playing because you don't know him. He wasn't a McDonald's All-American in the States, so you really don't know him. But on all the NBA draft boards, I'm pretty sure they're alert. And his best basketball is really ahead. He's a really special talent.
Who's he like? Give me for people. Everybody likes the comps, right? Give me somebody or a combination of guys that he's like.
No, he's a Lamar Odom light. Ooh. And people make jokes about Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was a freaking killer. You know Lamar Odom. He's Lamar Odom light. They have the same everything. Wow. So remember, Lamar was a point guard, right? Yeah. And then he transitioned to a 4-5 once he got to the NBA. He's Lamar Odom light. If you look at his numbers, he averaged 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a half a block. And so they both lefties, and they're multi. Like, we couldn't put Lamar in the box. He was a multi-forward. So he's Lamar Odom light for sure.
And this kid's mentality, personality, Lamar was mellow. Lamar was really chill.
Yeah.
How is his Leonard's personality, mentality on the court?
He's a very nice young man, right? The other team will fall on the ground and he help him up. And so that's the part we had to teach him, that he's not on our team. You only help our guys up. And so that just goes to show you what type of character he has. He's not a soft player, but obviously he will get tougher once he gets into one of those NBA locker rooms and you see how it goes.
Our partner for today's episode is Athletic Greens. I started taking AG1 during the college basketball season, and I loved the impact that it had on my energy levels. I'm a big coffee in the morning guy, but by the time that the afternoon would hit, I needed another boost. AG1 helped me tremendously, especially on those days when I didn't want to get up off the couch and go hit the gym. Their tagline is AG1 is comprehensive health and the power of habit in one. And man, that could not be more true. It's nearly impossible to eat and drink in a healthy manner in the month of February and the month of March when you are in my business. And AG1 was exactly the supplement that I needed to improve my gut health and cover my nutritional basis for the day. I've continued that into April. I've continued that into May, and I'm going to continue that the rest of the summer. All I have to do is mix a scoop of AG1 with some water, or maybe add it into a smoothie, and I'm ready to go. Do it after lunch, and you'll be ready to go for the rest of the day. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/field68. That's field68, FIELD, the number 6, the number 8, and you can get yours now. So check it out and help support this show. Thanks.
Hey, those Canadians, they're just nicer than we are. That's
Dylan
what it comes down to,
tough.
Jason.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks is pretty tough.
He is tough. All right, there are a few that are outliers, but like Andrew Wiggins, nice kid.
Yeah, nice
like
kid.
a lot of them are just super nice, and it probably does take a little bit of time to get him to learn. Like you said, don't help out the other team.
Right.
Some of these things. Again, long, good size, good skill, but needs to improve that perimeter shot. Right?
Yeah, he definitely improved his shot, but at 6'11", you don't got to jack threes. That's the difference. A guard do. Yeah. He's 6'11", man, and so he can get his butt in the paint. He can play paint basketball. When you're a guard, yeah, but now in the playoffs,
can he play it with his frame right now, or is that an area too? Like what did you work on with him the most over the year? Is it also gaining strength?
Yeah, definitely gaining strength. I mean, when you're 18 years old and you go from 18 in high school and then you skip to college, so you just playing grown men. He learned how to absorb it because, again, he was down there banging with the big guys. And so he's going to continue to fill out because at 19, you're nowhere near where you're going to be at 26. So his frame is going to continue to fill out. I think he's like at 215 right now at 19 years old. So we're projecting. Look at AD now. AD is massive. You remember when AD was bony like that.
Now he's got the big shoulders. Yep.
It just takes time, and so once he get that, it'll be sky's the limit.
So you say it's going to take time. What are our kind of realistic expectations for him coming in the league? Is he going to be more of a, hey, draft him maybe late in the first, second round, and he'll be a second contract guy?
Definitely. You know what, Jeff? I mean, with the mock drafts I'm getting from my NBA guys, he won't be second round. And so I think he'll be. If he can hit the ground running and understand, the goal for all my players is not to come back to the G League. And so that's our goal for these
one
guys.
And done for you? They only got to deal with you 1 year?
Well, not come back to me per se, but get drafted and got to go back to the G because you don't understand. So our goal is for these guys to hit the ground running, knowing all the rules, know what they need to do. If he can go to a right team and, they're developing their talent, and I see him getting some opportunity to play because he's a big man. There's not a lot of big men in today's game.
Yeah, no doubt. Defensively, kind of give me what you said. He rebounds at a very, very high level. Yeah. Switchable on defense, I would assume.
Yeah, he's a switch 1 through 5 guy, but he's not a switch to where you can leave him on the island with James Harden. Like that's ridiculous, that type of stuff. But he's a switch to 1 through 5 guy. He's long. Gotta get stronger in guarding the post players. But if you look at the NBA, Jeff, how many post players is getting the ball? Jokic, Embiid, Anthony Davis. The NBA don't throw it in the post no more. So that's when true. They say the strength is like, and nobody can guard Joel Embiid, even if he was the same size as him.
Right.
So I think the game now is just a little bit different. But you just got to get stronger just for the game in itself, not really to stop nobody because nobody's stopping Jokic anyway.
Very true. All right, there you have it. The breakdown on Canadian 6'11" Canadian Leonard Miller, G League, did a year. Coach Jason Hart giving us a breakdown. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field 68 content.